Hey, what's up, TikTok? I don't typically share this kind of stuff on my TikTok. I usually share it to Instagram and my business account. But I wanted to share with you guys a little bit of what I'm doing here. I'm a contractor, and on this project, it is a full bathroom remodel. I'll share some pictures of what I started with here. But I mean, it's complete remodel from electrical to plumbing, drywall. I installed this drywall ceiling, the fan light centered up there, light above the vanity. They don't want to do a vanity light on this wall, which is totally fine, and it's easy to install a vanity light on the wall in the future for whoever purchases this home. This home is not in the city; it's in the county. Um, but it is going to be put up for sale. So I've got my shower pan in. I put all this up for a leak test on my shower pan so that I could run water in the pan without getting water all over the place. Typically, I would just go ahead and install my shower walls before I do any leak tests. But the reason why I did this was because we ran into some issues with this homeowner's plumbing. The plumbing in this home was never it was never inspected, and it has no ventilation system in the plumbing at all. So I am going to have to install ventilation in their system. If I don't, their washer box is going to flood the wall, because when the washer cycle siphons, it'll siphon water right up out of the P-trap and into the wall there. So they'll have sewage water literally in their wall. And also, sewage gases are constantly coming up into the home. And I noticed that when I first got here. And I thought, that's not good. Something's up. And I didn't know 100% what the reason was, because it wasn't a severe smell. I mean, it wasn't really, really gnarly or anything. But the longer I've been working here, the more gnarly it's gotten, because I have, been moving the plumbing around, working on the plumbing. So you can smell sewage gases in this house pretty bad enough, right? So I've done quite a bit of drywall work, as you can see, all the patching and mudding work that I've done, finish work I've done. I installed the washer box, and I'm plumbing that out. Still got to do a P-trap in the vent in that once I get the main line vented. So, and I'm just going to do a Studer vent in this wall here. And a Studer vent is useless without the rest of the ventilation, the rest of the system being vented properly. Okay, so, and then I demoed the old floor, pulled all the nails and craziness there down to what is the old hardwood flooring. And this home was built in 1921, so you can imagine. Typically, these are the homes I get too. These are typically the jobs I end up doing. And you can see I built this wall here for the shower. I've got it all safetied up. So I got these plates on that keeps drywall screws from penetrating your water lines. Still got to put 2 down there. But what I'm doing today, I'm going to finish out this vinyl flooring. I wasn't able to finish it out because I wanted to make sure I knew where my shower was going to land. And I had to use a thin set with a polymer additive on that shower pan, because this floor drops from that corner to that corner. So it's got a significant, it's not level. So as you can see, I used moisture resistant up there. We're going to use moisture resistant drywall that goes around the top of the shower. And I'm going to put moisture resistant on the back of this wall as well, since we've got supply lines in there. And moisture resistant on that panel right there in between those 2 studs, so that if you get any leaks or anything like that, it'll probably ruin the drywall, to be honest with you, but it's still it's what I do. Typically, I'll even put moisture resistant up against the vanity, but again, we have limited resources on this project. We're trying to keep it minimized as much as possible without the loss of quality or correction. We want things to be done properly, but, also try to keep it as economic as possible. I installed this switch here. This goes to the fan. This goes to the lighting. So that's where we're at. If you're interested in this kind of stuff and you're interested in seeing me do my work, please let me know, because it takes a lot of work and effort to actually document what you do and record every step of the way. I had a GoPro, but it got stolen. So did about $7,000 worth of tools. So I had a pretty major hit last year on a full house remodel I was doing. Somebody kicked in the door the day that I was installing internet and cameras into the home. So that sucked. The homeowner's materials got stolen, my tools got stolen, and I had to replace all of it. Typically that is on the homeowner. I mean, not the tools, but their materials would have been on them. And but I didn't want to frustrate them with it. I just wanted to push through the project to try to get it done. And that job last year was a very difficult year for me in regards to custody for my children, my business, getting hit hard multiple times with things like that. So regardless, I continue to produce quality for my customers. I continue to move forward, and I've rebuilt my, tool setup. Actually, I rebuilt it that day. I had to buy everything brand new that day. I mean, and resupply their materials. So, but when this is done, talking about positivity here, we're going to have wainscoting 48 inches up the wall. The rest of it's going to be painted. We're going to have nice casing on that window trim, and that gets a cover over it. There'll be a panel in the wall for the Studer vent with a nice finished look, new door. It's going to be nice. So I'm going to get back to work now and try to make as much progress as I can before I have a meeting with my customer, because I'm waiting on some feedback on the ventilation issue. I mean, it's got to be done. The sewage drain has to be vented in this home. And if someone were to go purchase the home and notice that, I mean, it'd be a no-go. And same with if the insurance company noticed that, there would be no insurance on this home. So it's got to be done. And I'm also waiting on a meeting with the HVAC guys to get some HVAC installed into this home. So much love, guys. I hope you all are doing good. And like I said, if you're interested in hearing more about this kind of stuff, just let me know.